Welcome to another live commentary. These are just replays today. So, another replay commentary. And I apologize ahead of time. You're probably going to hear some nasty stuff in the background. But, yeah, it's either that or no videos at all. So I'm sorry. Today we're going to do an assassin critique for T-Rod Master Cypher here. And I, of course, like usual, I don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to see what's going to happen and play it from there. And afterwards, I'm going to go ahead and just throw in I guess, talk about it. Might as well. Not really much to say, though. I guess I'll just commentate on what's going on. But a Cheston Turbocross match. It was just a good match, and they're just so rare to come by anymore. And I never played Cheston. It was like the first time I played Cheston in a long time. So it ended up just being a good match. So I might as well just throw it on here too. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. Okay. That was weird. Now, let's see here. Just getting a layout of the teams and all that. Looks like the enemy's got... Well, oh, never mind. Pretty balanced, I guess. Yep, there you go. I don't know endorsements. I know the products are Speed Juice, Massive Air, and Hot Hands. But I don't know endorsements or upgrade order. Oh, just back grapple him. Why alert him to your presence? Just back grapple him. This guy should be easily grappled. Roll into him and grapple him. Or that. Taking an awful lot of damage. You could have. I mean, initially just get the back grapple and then jump, do some slashes, and then get the secondary grapple after that. Once Tank runs out of his jump jets. Yeah, I mean, taking a Tank on one-on-one isn't the best situation just because Tank is a pretty good counter to Assassin in close quarters. But if you play it right, you can at least do a lot more damage before having to run. I almost never go in the jungle on this map, by the way, if you're curious. It's good to go down and get the jungle bots, I guess, every once in a while, but there's just too many bots to kill and stuff, things you can distract. It's controlling the center ring is very important, and if one team controls that, then it's very difficult. Wow, that just go in and just grapple her. Yeah. Grapple her a second time. There you go. If a team gets positioning on this map, they'll just shut down the enemy. So it's very important. That's why I don't spend much time in the jungle. I spend it more just trying to control the lanes. You can't really do much from the jungle besides kill the jungle bots. This enemy team is not very aware. They're off on their own a lot. Pretty easy to kill. Let's see their names. And I figure, I mean, I don't know exactly how good. I don't recognize any of them. Nevin maybe, but I don't know how good Nevin is. Earlier from when he fought the tank, he seemed decently able to be killed. Yeah, just roll up to them. Don't alert them to their presence by shurikening them. Just run up to them and get the first grapple on them. That's one thing that I always hated is when my teammates, when I'm about to sneak up on a guy, allowing for me and a teammate to double team the guy. My teammate just starts shooting at the enemy, so the enemy, oh, well, there's people on me, and then they run away, and they totally wasted a kill there, just because he wanted to pop some early shots off. Right there, you could have landed on the pillar and then rolled off of that. That would have got you in the room a fraction of a second faster. It's safer. If an enemy commando was chasing you, that's the path you definitely would want to take. Or if you had even less health and you were on fire. And you can get a back grapple here. Oh, that's good anyway. Good thing to back off. You really need to kill these bots. Good. Good, you made him waste his juice, but you didn't spend all your time just focused on him. You worried about bots and things and made sure to survive, so that's important. But not now. I didn't see how much health you had. I wish these things showed your health more apparently. But if you are below half health, you definitely should not be engaging a tank. You really need to just run and get health. And again, I don't know how much health the tank had, so maybe you had a pretty good chance of killing him. I don't know. That's the problem with replays. Good job, good target, that's who you want to kill. Enemy seems distracted. There you go. Roll back and get tank. Forget that bot, get the tank. There you go. Didn't shuriken that time, that's good. Yep, kill that turret. Or go ahead and kill her, that's fine too. Two ways to do it. You had bots there to shoot the turret. Of course, the faster you kill the turret, the less bots will die. Same with players, but sometimes, I mean, the players you're fighting against, they probably aren't killing too many bots. We can actually check. Yeah, a little low for some of them, or a lot low on some of them. You could use the ejector there on this Fuji. That's usually a good idea just because Fujis takes so long to destroy. It's just taking 2 of you guys out of the game right now. Just spend the quick cash and continue the push. That's what I like doing. Again, a solo combat girl. They're just not working together well, are they? Oh, never mind. Fine. Okay, so this lane was almost in trouble. Well, it is, but yeah. Oh, you didn't need to waste. I think that's a big waste of money. That Artemis is pretty terrible, and spending all that money just to kill her is really not worth it. You could have just ran up on her and killed her. There. Oh wow, you're able to get 2. Usually I'll just do 1 slash and then grapple, just because that's a good player will, after being slashed once, get out of there. So just slash grapple. But I mean, that guy wasn't so hot, so you're able to get 2. Roll up on him. You don't roll and grapple a lot, I see. Yeah, there you go. Kill those bots. You got a ton of bots to kill. Megabet's just basically distracting you, really. If you don't kill her. Stun that Fuji. You don't want those shields to drop. I don't even... Have you used stun this game yet? I don't even know if you've used stun yet. Stun them in front of your turrets, and your turrets will get a lot more damage on them, and they won't take any hits for a while, which is a good thing. Shoot the turret! Oh, come on. You could destroy that rocket and end this game quickly. Your team could handle this enemy team. I hear fuzz, so get out of there. Yep. Should have got out of there faster. Should have heard it faster. I would definitely go after that rocket. Well, now go after these Fujis. Because this enemy team, they're not very good at killing you, and you could knock that rocket out, or as you're knocking it out, you're gonna distract enemy players for sure this game. And then the pushing game will be even numbered at least, and you will have the advantage. Your team will. Get out of there. Oh, yeah, okay, that works. Help get your Fujis in, or your bots in that left lane. You're running around like kind of playing defensively, watching the lanes defensively, but Assassin is the one pro best at being offensive with pushing, just because you can do it by yourself, and when the enemy comes, you can just jump away. So push the offensive lines. Let your teammates worry about the defense. And if they're not able to handle defense, then run back, because you can do it very quickly and help them out. Yeah, push these Fujis. Get them in. And if you would have shot the rocket before and taken it out when you got those Fujis in, that was basically a guaranteed money. That would have been a guaranteed money ball down, and you would have won probably within the next minute. But because you didn't shoot the rocket, you have to. It's just making the game go longer and longer and longer. And the longer a game goes, the more chance you have at losing. You have bots almost at their money ball. I would definitely just be pushing right now. Do everything you can to push. Now it's your job to tap that money ball, and you are running the opposite direction. You need to keep the money ball down. And I see we're only at the halfway mark in this game, and you should have won by now. You need to kill those Fujis. There's a lot of bots back there. Kill them. Use your sword. It's totally safe around here. There's no enemies. Just use the sword. Spent a lot of money on that thing, and how it's only come in handy. It's only gotten one kill, and even that kill you didn't need to spend it on to get. So I would really consider not buying any more fuzz ever. I rarely ever buy fuzz. Good players know it's coming, and they just get out of the way. I don't know how much health Tank has, but you've got half, so you really need to get out of there. Stun him. Nope, you didn't stun him. Just stun him and continue on and get back to health and then go back and attack him. Aren't there a lot of bots? Yeah, there are a lot of bots heading to your thing, but you're worried about getting kills. You need to really worry about killing bots. Bots are the whole game, and your money ball is gonna fall because you wanted to kill players instead of kill bots. And the team you're fighting sucks. They're not. It's not. They're not a good team. Let's see how they're doing. See, okay, Nevin's good. He's the only name I really recognized. Everyone else is doing terrible on their team. You really should should not be. Your money ball should not fall. Push lanes. There are plenty of bots on the field. You're looking around for somebody to kill, but there are plenty of bots in both lanes you could be attacking right now. You should always be attacking something. Attack those bots. Kill the Fuji. Get your Fuji in. Go shoot the rocket. Either or. You're just standing around doing nothing. Hit that Fuji. Get your bots in. Moving forward. Use your shurikens back here. You're just standing there. Oh, that's the time to grapple Chicky. He just did his jump. Why'd you taunt? You could have gotten a Chicky advantage, but instead he taunted. And I mean, I knew it was coming before you even taunted, but I thought maybe you thought a teammate was gonna get it or something, but I don't know. Yeah. Chicky's way better than, I don't know how much money you made off that taunt, like $10 or something maybe. Grapple. Again, you could have rolled up and just grappled tank while your teammates were around. Or shurikened him, make him turn around and chase you instead. That breaks their team up, which is an advantage. You could have just gone to the spawn room to get full health really quickly and not waste the money. And save that money for buying Regenitol when the money ball is down. Or when you're in a fight and you need it. Use your sword, yeah, there you go. Shoot the rocket. You're just standing around doing nothing again. Shoot the rocket, grapple tank, grapple Artemis. I'd shoot the rocket at least. That's actually your best option. Because the faster that falls, the sooner you'll get bots into the money ball in the left lane. Money ball's down, you need to be tapping that money ball. Again, you could have probably ended the game if you attacked the money ball instead in about 30 seconds. Which I know we're coming to the end, but still. Again, you've done absolutely nothing this whole time since you killed that last wave of bots. You just been kind of walking around, standing around, doing nothing. You could have been pushing bots, shooting the money ball, shooting the turret, or wait, no, there's no turrets. But there's so much stuff for you to be doing, but you're not doing anything. Okay, money ball's almost down. Go get some Regenitol and go back to that money ball. And your money ball's about to fall because he did. Look at this. This is another chance. If you did not take a health loss, you guys' money ball would have fallen. Okay, let's look at. Okay, your score here. 21-3. Your teammate 39-0, and yet you guys. And yes, your other teammate's okay. Decoy is whatever, average. Support, I say support is average for him. Cheston, he was. You guys were all pretty solid. Yes, they're deaths over kills, but they killed bots. Enemy players 0-29, 1-17. There was no way their team should have gotten even close to winning, and they almost got your money ball down twice. As yes, you got a lot of kills. I would say the enemy team you were playing against was excluding Tank, and the few times Tank had help. They're a really easy team to kill. So yes, you have a lot of kills, but I mean, it's a little easy to get your score against this in a game like this. Against a lot better players, no. That being said, though, your ability to kill them, your player fighting ability is really good. It's good. I mean, sure, there's always room to improve for everybody, but overall, it's pretty solid. And there's a reason you are 21-3, and that's because you do know how to kill people well. And when you're up against people with less skill than you dominate them. So that's good. However, your biggest flaw, your biggest thing, and I am the main guy to go to say this, is that you are way too oriented on killing players. You are not focused at all on the objectives. You're not at all focused on killing bots. Yes, you've killed a few bots, but but the idea of you being a bot pusher as assassin, I don't think really crosses your mind. And especially shooting the money ball, definitely. Now, yes, I am, I guess, the guy to, or I am the guy for shooting turrets as assassin, you may say. Whether you shoot turrets or not, that's something for you to decide. I really believe in shooting turrets as assassin. But so I'm not going to include that. You didn't really shoot any turrets, and I'm not going to call you out on that. That's your call. That's fine. But you have to shoot the money ball, and you have to push bots. That's what you have to do, and especially the money ball. You could have won the game at around the 15-16 minute mark instead of dragging it all the way out to the 30-minute mark and having 2 chances of losing. And as soon as that money ball falls, you just need to be outside of a good distance away from it and just hitting it with your shurikens. Assassin is the #1 pro to keep that money ball down, and you really need to do that. Also, there was a lot of times you were just standing around doing nothing, and I know what you were doing. You were looking for players to kill. That's what you were doing. That's what you're focused on. And you really shouldn't have any time. Even if you are player killing, focused on killing players, still stand around, pull out your shurikens, and just shoot bots while you're scanning the area. Watch my assassin videos. I don't even remember what's in them, but just watch how much time I spend standing around, not doing anything. I almost guarantee I'm usually either running to a place or if I am trying to decide what I'm doing, I am moving around quickly, scanning this lane, scanning that lane, and looking here and looking there, and then trying to reposition. But I spend a ton of time shooting bots or sorting bots, and really bots are the main focus. With any pro, I feel you focus on pushing bots. You only go after players if the opportunity arises. And as assassin, only kill players if you think it's if you can kill them, that will strengthen a lane, and that will allow you to push your bots even further. So being able to kill a player allows you to have that bot pushing. It just allows your bot pushing to excel. Killing isn't your primary focus. Your primary focus is pushing bots, and it's just killing helps that primary focus. That's my theory on it all. So yeah, take all that I said. You're a good player killer, but you really need to attack that money ball and attack bots. And again, watch how much time I spend shurikening bots. And against good teams, the better the enemy teams are, the more I stand back and use my shurikens. And that's the truth. and that's why my endorsement build also max reload speed really helps with that, and Shuriken DPS and helping with that situation, because against a good team, they're gonna stick together. And I mean, I'd be interested to see a video of yours where you are against like 4 or 5 good players working together, because you're not going to be able to roll in and grapple them. So what are you going to do if you're just looking for opportunities to kill? You're going to find very, very few, almost probably maybe 1 to 3 a game, and that's all time that you really just have to kill bots to keep up in levels and help your team out. So, hope I was able to help, and let's move on to Cheston. Wait, actually, first let's say that. Let me just say a little thing on this. I take a lot of crap from people. I do, just because of my distraction assassin guide or whatever. I don't care. Everyone probably has their different reasons. I really don't care. I mean, it just happened today. That's why it's on my mind. Everyone's just being really weird about it. But again, I'd say the way you played Assassin, that's probably one of the accepted ways, at least back, especially probably 6 months ago or so. That's like, okay, the Assassin's job is to kill players, and that's her main role, is to kill players. And yeah, she's a better player killer than a bot killer against teams that you can kill. But and your score certainly shows that on the scoreboard. You killed all these players. That gives your team opportunity to push and things like that. So that was the way to go. But I felt I really never. I play Assassin a lot differently than a lot of people, and I mean I can't really speak for anybody else on what they felt was a good assassin, or what made a good assassin, or things. But I feel like if they watched this or if they saw your gameplay, they'd say yes, yeah, that was totally great. Which, don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad, but to me, it's not the most effective. And a lot of people get caught up on. And one reason I take a lot of crap for my style is, I think, just because I call it Distraction Assassin. The only reason I call it Distraction Assassin is, one, because it rhymes. That's the main reason. But because it incorporates the element of distraction. Distraction isn't like my primary goal, and that's the problem people have, I think, with not accepting it, is that they feel it's it's totally not valid, because all you're doing is focusing on distractions, but good players won't be distracted. Truth is, good players can be distracted, and that's why I started winning so many games against really good players like Advir and things. You saw early on, I mean, Advir took a lot of crap. Advir was the main person we were always fighting against, and he was the only reason his name always came to mind was because he was such a great player, and we were so glad to start beating him. And also, he was the main guy to really start experimenting with defending against it and stuff. I don't really know Advir though. But just from what I played against him and I saw from him, I mean, I could see him picking pros to try and counter, and he would always be the one guy to start just ignoring me and start pushing bots instead. And so I whenever I played Advir, I know, okay, well, Advir's a good opponent, so and he's gonna cause some problems for me, perhaps, but it's not about distractions. It's more about objectives, and distraction is just an element you incorporate, because very few people talk about distraction. They don't think it. It's a very odd tactic, and you really have to have a good grasp of everything going on in the game to know just how these subtle distractions affect things, because you don't get any points for distractions. You don't get anything on the scoreboard for showing distractions. If you're distracting the enemy, really what you're doing is helping your teammates excel. So the more you are better at distracting, and not so much killing, the better you are at distracting, the higher scores your teammates will get, and the lower on the scoreboard you will be, and it'll look like you're a terrible player. But really, it's your effectiveness in helping your teammates excel that helps you win the games faster. And that's just a small element. That's why I called it distraction. And I don't know. It's a very interesting social topic, I think, and don't get me wrong. I know it's not the. I never said it was. This is how you win games as assassin. This is the way to win the game or whatever. But it's the most effective way of playing her. I felt, and I not even felt that it was the proof just from all the games I played. I put in so many hours into that, and before even trying I didn't even write that guide until I was 100% confident. I peaked with that style, and I played up against a lot of good teams, and really it turned. People don't realize how much you have to rely on a good team. And I mean that style is a very team-oriented style, and that's another thing people don't realize. So yeah, sorry to go off on this tangent, but it's just very odd that on the forums, because I always read the forums and you see all this stuff on this assassin attacking turrets and things is not useful. It's a terrible play style. Blah blah blah. It's ineffective. But at the same time, you'll see assassin's way too overpowered. Assassin's ridiculous. Assassin needs nerfed. We need to change assassin. And it's so contradicting. It's just so interesting to me and so wild. So just on my mind, felt I'd comment on it. Let's watch some Cheston now. Oh, here we go. And this is a long one. Well, as you can tell. From the YouTube length. I always love when people like taunt me, just because I rarely ever queue with like really good players, and you know, a lot of the really good players all queue together, and they always taunt. A lot of them like taunting me for some reason. Oh, I beat you. Your style is so stupid, and blah, blah. It's a team-oriented game. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do against a team like that if I'm queued up with bad players. It's just kind of funny and strange. I find it interesting mentality of a lot of people on video games. Just because video games are such a trivial thing. They're just something to do to pass the time, have a little fun. They're just a lot of fun to do, but so many people take them so seriously. It's so odd to me. And I mean, you can even say, hey, I take it way too seriously because I spend a lot of time playing games, and heck, I'm doing commentaries and blah 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 blah. Spending way too much time on these games. Probably most people would think if they saw the hours I put into them. But yeah, this is what I like doing. They're just fun. They're enjoyable. They're challenging. It's a good work for your brain, and it's just yeah. But still, they're just games. There's more to life than getting worked up over games. So here, yeah, just standard Cheston play. I think the endorsements I'm running are Spunky Jumpy, Spunky Juicy, and I don't know. Oh wait, I can tell you. That's right. Can't I? How do I check? Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, that's right. Action menu. Oh yes, Lime Spunky, Spunky Juicy, and Jumpy Spunky. Lime Spunky's useless in Turbo Cross though. I've got a good endo set for him as well. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I have maximum negative accuracy and probably health boost, among other things. 12% mag size. Turrets are down, but still, it's not a big deal to attack them yet. More important just to push bots and stop them from getting to our base. Nice back grapple. Oh, we probably don't even need this HUD. I'm not going to pause. We did take a lot of deaths early on. Uh, that changes though. It's just so odd, man. This game's been on my mind. I mean, we played a game today that we were up against a team of 5 good players that I think all 5 of them were on Mumble together, and which I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with good players teaming up with each other. I don't. Sure, I could see why some people think that's just gonna push people away, but really, what's the big deal? The game allows you to do that, and they do that. That's not a problem. But what these guys were doing, it was so odd. They were just being crude to everybody, being very rude and just saying some really weird, just nasty stuff. I mean, I don't really care. It's not affecting me. I'm not gonna get upset about it. I mean, they were saying a bunch of crap. Oh, distraction, Cheston. Oh, you're so stupid. Blah 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 blah. Basically, mocking me, which I really don't care. It's not a big deal. Oh, and I juiced to escape, and I escape. All right. But I mean, they're doing it to other people. They're kind of. You could tell it was affecting other people too. I don't remember everything they were saying. I wasn't paying attention to chat. And I mean, our team got destroyed, of course. And they were just, it was just really weird. I don't know how else to explain it. And I mean, a guy on the team just said, I mean, how can you guys expect to bring more players in if this is the way you act? Why would anybody want to play with anybody like that? It's so stupid and ironic that the same people that love the game so much it seems like they don't want other people to play. And that's the problem with this game, I think, is, well, it's not the game, it's the community. And a lot of communities kill a lot of games, and it's just a shame that so many people have to act like little children on these games. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it rubbed me the wrong way. But just makes me mad because this is such a great game, but if the good players aren't willing to at least be nice to everybody, then why would anybody want to stay? It's because they're just going to get beat and taunted. There's a lot of threads on the forums too about we should rework pros like this, and we should rework elements of the game like this. We're way beyond that point, guys. No pros are gonna get reworked. No major game elements are gonna get reworked. None of that's gonna happen. I don't bother reading any of those threads at all. I'll kind of skim it, but I don't. It's just. What we need to start, instead of standing around complaining that yeah, nice ring out there, standing around thinking of ways to rework pros and blah blah blah, which we know is not going to happen, and really I don't really see a major problem with most of the pros in the game. Actually, I don't really see a problem with, I guess, Assassin maybe. But just because of what I could do with her. But yeah, instead of doing that, we should be, trying to help new people out or spread the word about the game. I mean, the game's dying and everyone's just complaining about. Everybody's blaming the wrong things on why the game's dying. We could be out promoting videos. We could be out going to other forums and telling people about it. making shows, all kinds of stuff. I only have so much time. I just like doing these commentaries. That's all I'm gonna do. But yeah. I just love this game a lot, and I don't want to see it go. And it just feels like the devs they don't care about it anymore. Well, it's felt like that for a while. There's a lot of time periods where it felt like they didn't care about the game. I figured this is a good time to go ahead and knock these out while nobody's paying attention. Those are good offensively, so they're good to take out. I'm not going to spend juice on it. I'm mostly spending juice on saving my life. Throw the barrel, get the churros so I have another barrel recharge. Waiting for a good moment to attack them. Great barrel throw. Salt's got juice. He doesn't juice, luckily. Heck, in the old MNC, which I've probably said this before, but I'm over the 50 video mark for this series. In the old MNC, everyone was in talks about getting a video tutorial thing going or something, and I started adding my 2 cents, but it was all talk and nobody did really anything. I was the only one to really produce video guides, which I did very quickly and very crappily just because I only have so much time. But even then, I just got shut down and nobody cared to discuss anything. And yeah, one guy said the only response I got to the tutorials I made, which I was the only one to make tutorials, after pages and pages of discussion, I get one response saying I saw your kill death ratio at the beginning of the game, and then I turned it off. Okay, that's cool, dude. But I don't know if all you guys know this, but I played Assassin kind of similarly in old MNC, and I won a lot of games because as soon as the money ball would drop, and you could swap through to different pros throughout the game. So I'd usually start the games as playing tank or support or gunner. Excuse me. And then I would, once we get the money ball down, then I'd switch to assassin. And I could keep the money ball down non-stop by just running to their base, shooting the money ball, taking a death, running to their base, shooting the money ball, taking a death, running to the base, shooting the money ball, taking a death. So I was taking a death about once every 20 to 30 seconds, but the money ball would never pop back up. So my kill death ratio took just a dive bomb, and but my win-loss ratio went up. And that's just the kind of crap that it's always bothered me. It's just just looking at stats never tell you too much of anything. And I just started doing my commentaries on a game called Soldier Front, which was the reason that I really started doing commentaries on there, was because I had plenty of previous shooting game experience, but that game was one of the first big corporate free games, like a free game run by a company, e.g. kind of like Nexon and all that, where it's a main company that hosts a bunch of different free games, and that was the first one to be really big from my experience, and so it had a lot of new players, a lot of kids, a lot of people who really didn't have a clue as to what it meant to be a good FPS player, and which. To be a good video game player, it's all about winning games. That's all there is to it. Can you win the game? It's not about your overall kill-death ratio in your career. It's not about your ability to do a 360 no-scope headshot. or to wait a game out and never take a loss, never die, even if you may lose the game, but hey, I never died. Look at me, I'm so good. No, it's about, do you win games? And a big problem in that game was everyone cared about their stats, their kill-death ratio. They'd leave games to protect their kill-death ratio. They wouldn't go for objectives to protect their kill-death ratio. They wouldn't leave the spawn to save their kill-death ratio. And stats screw people up. So I've always been a big proprietor of just playing to the objective. So, well, yeah, this has been an interesting video. I guess it's kind of nice, me just rambling on. I like rambling. If you've never seen my other shows, all I do is ramble as I play, but there's not really anything to comment on this game. Just standard play. Let's see here. I am level 11. I think I've got a good amount of cash stocked up, and I'm saving up for like Gobi Numb and all that, all those boosts. Okay. What else could I talk about and ramble on about? Want to kill that rocket turret. You want to kill... To me, rocket turrets are a huge priority in Turbo Cross. Level 1s, you want to kill... well, the lower the level, the better. You want to destroy it as soon as possible. Just because once they hit level 3... Get the kill on Artemis. Juice... and escape. Because once they're level 3, they have so much health and they're so damaging. So you want to knock any rockets out as soon as you can. And I believe we're in overtime now. Yes. So, and a lot of the game has just been me and Gunner doing a lot of the work. Yeah, everybody else, the two of us are the only ones kills over deaths. And the rest of them have a pretty bad kill-death ratio. And probably pretty bad bot rate. Yeah, two of them are very low in bot kills. So it's a tough fight, but it's fun. And I fall for it again. Just not paying attention. And here we go. I decided to buy buffs. Speed and damage. Now, super speed. A lot of jackpots on the field. This is like the third or fourth jackpot in the past minute. Killed him. Super damage and speed. More jackbots. Go ahead and just juice to knock all these things out quickly. What level am I? Am I 15 yet? Nope, 13. Just shooting more and more bots. See, guys, it's all about bots, even in Turbo Cross. Especially in Turbo Cross, because nobody freaking goes for bots in Turbo Cross. Oh, I am running, I think, maximum crit damage for Cheston. That's another endorsement stat I've got going. I could show you the endorsements I was using actually after this game, if I remember. Yeah, super speed helps me not get grappled by assassin. So always remember it's a good thing to buy. I mean, if you're up against an enemy commando that's pretty good, buying metaboliting is a good counter to that. Of course, your problem is if they get it as well. Now, here's the problem. Gunner doesn't see the stuff coming from the back, but we just have to get out of there. That's way too dangerous to be in with a level 3 rocket and enemies around. Got to get out of good distance away from that rocket, just because you don't want to get like grappled and thrown into it or anything. I've got too many buffs. If I die, I lose a lot of good buffs. Again, speed helps me get away from out of tanks' jet gun range. So speed's really helpful here. And I've got enough for this. All 3 buffs now. Plus I am almost level 15, and once I hit level 15, then my juicing will do plus 25 endorsement damage, plus whatever Spunky Juicy gives me, which is what, 50%, 25% or 50%, I don't remember. But that's a lot of damage for juicing. So we were able to, I mean, if you remember, we had, the enemy was pushing us back into our spawn, but we were able to push back out. That's why this is a good game, just because it's been a back and forth the whole time. I could juice these guys, but I believe I'm close to hitting level 15. Plus, we don't really need to juice them yet. I want to save the juice for something really critical. Again, push back into the spawn. Wouldn't have happened if I juiced. Hit him with the barrel. Still saving juice for escapes or something very critical. Yep, I want to get back into the fight on the left to help push our jack forward offensively. So I want to kill this thing as fast as possible, so that's why I juiced on that one. Don't want to get this position over here just because this is a great position to distract the enemy in. So just attacking the turrets, trying to take them down as fast as I can. I want to buy juice, but there's really not any good place to buy juice around here, so I just figure I'll stay here, keep them distracted, and do whatever damage I can to that turret. Look how many, there's 3 of them just chasing me around, and that's a good ring out by tank. So 3 of them chasing me around gives my team a 2-man advantage on the pushing field. Until right now, where the enemy has a 1-man advantage on the pushing field, despite they have 2 players dead, but you get the idea. And it looks like they're pushed back to our money ball. Someone's shields are down. I can't tell what's going on. Okay, now we're back. So yeah, our money ball falls when I die. I mean, that is probably bad that I died just because me and Gunnar are the only 2 like really good players. And so Assassin is meleeing the money ball instead of shurikening it from a distance, and none of their other players are attacking the money ball. So we are able to get it back up. We almost lost. Gotta use the shurikens, guys. Gotta use the shurikens. Now, Shave Ice is giving us some problems. Fuji gets through. Gotta kill the rocket so our bots can hit their money ball. And look at that. Money ball down. Just got to keep it tapped so we get continually spawn jackpots. Now I want to take a little damage so I can buy Regenitol. But nobody's damaging me yet. Here comes Tank, and he rings himself out. Just go ahead and heal. Keep tapping that money ball. Now that skill is going to cause me some problems because I can't get rid of it. I can't really have Regenitol until that goes away. Or until my Regenitol goes away, I should say. So I just got to keep tapping it. There we go. Just keep tapping it. And we win. And then they say something like, why you gotta play like that, Ferret? Or something stupid like that. I don't know. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's just standard chest and I don't know. I'm not any good. Just tap the ball. What did he say?
And the sun is set on another evening of Monday Night Combat here in Bullet Gorge. Today's broadcast was sponsored in part by...
Come on.
It says here it was
ATFO, why play like that? And I'm just like, play like what? What are you talking about? I have no idea what these people are talking about. What? Tap the money ball? Is that what they're talking about? Getting Regenitol and tapping the money ball, and they can't kill me. That's it's not my problem. Okay, so that was a fun game. Let's look at endorsements. Yes, this was my chest and build. 88 health, 9.6 fire rate, maximum crit damage, skill regen plus basically 6, plus 12 magazine, maximum loss in crit chance, and accuracy, which really isn't much of a loss. So that's this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope it was entertaining. If not, tell me to never do it again. See ya.